And hello, everyone. It's Tom again. This is FANzine Live. We are looking at the Phoenix Spotlight, and we are finally up to the beginning of Heroes Now. This is the first issue. I want to point out it before we get too far into it. This is the original first printing. I did it at Comics Wellspring. I made 125 copies, and I have a few left. However, just to make it easier on the people who were buying at Amazon, I also have the other copy, which is the slightly larger 6x9. So you can see there's the extra space. Other things that are important to know, especially with this one, is Guido Vision did this wonderful Laserdisc piece. And because you can't do the inside front covers in color, I had to do it in black and white in the Amazon edition. Looking at the inside back cover, I only had the UFO checklist, so there's no really huge loss there. So, I guess we'll go through this issue because I do have a few of them. It says $4. Let's go $5 so that I can pay for all the shipping costs because stamps aren't cheap. But this is a nice looking book. David Baf Gallart, who I believe is from Venezuela, did the first few covers. And I always wanted with my Hero Anthology book, because of course these are the classic old characters from the 80s that were in Heroes Past. What I wanted to do was make homage covers. Take some of my favorite covers that I've seen over the years and translate them with our characters. This is a rough translation of Rob Liefeld's Youngblood #1. Now, I will admit, I've never read Youngblood. However, it was the 30th anniversary of Youngblood, and I thought, you know what, let's just do that. So he came up with this, and it looks really sharp. These are stickers down here. This zine was awarded, was a contributing part of my being Best Publisher in the UFO Awards, Best Comic Writer, and then, of course, Tony Lorenz getting the Best Sequential and Story Artist. So we start with this piece from Guido Vision down in Mexico. Just gorgeous. It's one of my signature pieces that I use when I'm doing promotional work with Phoenix Productions. A little bit of background, and then we get into it. We start off with a resurrection of... Is that the beginning? I think that is the beginning. It is the... Yep. It is a resurrection of the character for Accelerator. And we've moved her now from being a teenager in Heroes Past to being basically an empty nester mom. The fun part about this is Scott McClung came back and did this issue with me, did this story with me. Love the full page, no bleeds there. Looks really sharp. Very much a splash page. And I like how he made how he aged up Accelerator. This is no longer a teenage or 20-year-old kid. This is a mom, and she's a different body type, different face, as you can see. Little more mature. I won't say old, but I will say mature. And she goes and helps out in Iowa with some flooding and feels pretty darn good about it. And perhaps I forgot how good it feels to help people. I've missed this more than I thought. Perhaps Accelerator is back. Really neat piece. Teri S. Wood, Teresa Challender did a beautiful hologram. I put this in. This is a piece from the Capital City Crier. And I love in quotes here because you won't buy our paper anymore. It's a .com now. But this is an interesting little piece because it's talking about the light and some of the stuff that the light was up to. I tore this out. I copied this out of one of the earlier editions of the light. But this is kind of a preview of some stuff that might be going on with the light in the days ahead. And then we get into this, which we will discover is part of the Patriots. And each 2-page thing is both an introduction to and some action for different characters who are in the Patriots saga. And so the first one is Lizzie Morgan, Robert McCall, Amadi Onai, and they all have different challenges. And the 2 out of the 3 who made it leave the room and they run into Jeff. And he gets them changed and they're off on their plane, and we're into the beginning of the Patriots saga. And then we close it out with The Light by Doc Boucher. Or Boucher, excuse me. Finally, a really sharp picture in full color of Accelerator by Scott McClung. This was a fun issue to put together. It was really neat to make these heroes come back alive in the modern day. I actually have posters, 11 by 17 size posters of this cover. I love it so much. So, yeah, that's it. Heroes Now, #1. The heroes are back. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you next time.